Hello, I am Mrs. Smith, here at a job interview for Mr. Jared Power. And Jared, I was wondering how you determine the appropriateness or the success of your assessments.
Well, Mrs. Smith, I think that's a great question. I determine the appropriateness or the how successful my assessment of students are based on three principles. First is validity, second is reliability, and third is fairness. Now, validity tests how sound or trustworthy your assessment tool is on determining a student's skill or knowledge of something. So, asking a child the definition of one element of a chapter in the textbook, and that kid giving a great answer doesn't really give you a very valid understanding of how well that child determines the knowledge of the whole chapter. But making them do a practical project or covering the whole chapter would give you a better score of validity of the child's knowledge or student's knowledge. So a lot of the times you might want to do more than one assessment to determine the validity of the scores that you're getting for your child. Which ties into reliability, which is essentially how consistent are your scores for one element of the child's learning, or of the student's learning. If you have a grammar test, say, let's say a French grammar test on the passé composé, and a child scores really well, and then you have another one a week later and they score really well, and you have another one a week after that and they score really well, well, that's a pretty reliable source of how well your student has grasped the concept. If the scores are all over the map, then your assessments aren't overly valid. So in order to try and keep things reliable, first of all, we want to have very clear understanding of what's expected on that assessment type, whether it is a test or a project or whatever. Having clear understanding, or even showing them the rubric, what you want, hopefully will provide a more reliable source, or a more reliable source concerning all of your assessment pieces. And the third one is fairness. Fairness is kind of does every child have an equal opportunity to show their knowledge? Now, having an equal opportunity doesn't mean having the same opportunity, because different students learn in different ways, and different students express their knowledge in different ways. So, having a multiple choice test every single time as your assessment piece isn't going to be fair, because some kids are going to excel at that and some kids are not going to do as well. Same as having an oral presentation. If you're going to have it every single time, well, some kids are going to do really well because they're good at public speaking, some aren't. So in order to kind of tie all those three together, validity, reliability, and fairness, you want to be really clear in your expectations in every assessment piece. You also want to have a variety of assessment pieces in order to kind of touch on areas that everyone's comfortable and everyone can excel, and hopefully you'll get a fairly reliable score so you understand where that student's learning really is. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.